Hey, what's up? DivGaming here. Today I'm going to show you every single spawn peak on the map Oregon. So I'm going to post a timestamp right now where to skip to if you simply just want to see just like all the peaks really quick. But I'm going to show you the long way to start out with. Like with Alibi, I'm going to explain how effective it is, how safe it is, and like exactly where to look. I'm going to use these prisms as if they were enemy characters. Alright, so this first, it's not really a spawn peak, it's a run out. Right, you're gonna want to do this right when the round starts. You're gonna run out.
If you remain in this zone,
And you're gonna aim right over there, because the construction spawn right over here. Right over here, this is the construction spawn. They're gonna come out. They're gonna start running, and then you're gonna come out from over there. You're gonna pop them in the head. Just note, if you are decently high rank, people are gonna watch for this run out. Like they're gonna post up right here, or maybe hold an angle right there, right here, and they're going to really just be watching for the run out right away. So please note, it's not that safe, but it can get you a lot of kills, especially if they're not expecting it. Alright, the next run out is going to be from the exact same place, but this time you don't want to do it right when the round starts. You want to wait a little bit until like you hear them sprinting up to the tunnel, because like this is like concrete ground, dirt ground. It's very loud and you can tell distinctly if someone's sprinting. So what you want to do is right when you hear them like sprinting at you, you want to run out and then just like nail them in the head and then run back to safety. This one, it's really the same level of risk just because someone could still be watching it, or maybe that was the one person who's now sprinting. You can sprint out and kill them. Please note, just like how dirt is loud, this concrete is also loud, so they will hear you sprinting too, so they might be ready for it, so expect that. Alright, this next run out is also pretty common. This run out's right from the stairs. So you ran out from in there, you just want to quickly run up these stairs and come to this door. This run out is very common, and if you have not died to this yet, then either you have not been playing for that long or you have really good teammates to cover you. But what you want to do is you want to break that door, and right when the round starts, you want to run out. You want to shoot people coming down from that way. Now, you can go all the way and shoot out the people over there, but that is a lot more risky. Not only do you have to run a farther distance to see them, you also have to run back, and then these guys will be shooting you down. But I don't recommend going all the way out there and trying to shoot that third guy. Like I said, this is very common, so people will be expecting it, so watch out for that. I really would not recommend this one unless your aim is like on point for that game. Alright, this next spawn peak is up in Watchtower. So you want to run up these stairs, come right over here. Now how I do this is I see this middle buckle and I go down 3 bolts, and I go to the side and I shoot out this just so the glass is still intact. You don't break the glass. So right now you can see all these people right there. And please note that if you do leave the glass, you really only have one shot to make it count, or else there's the glass, or you need to like spray through it to destroy the glass. So you can see pretty deep in. This is somewhat common, but at the same time, if they're not expecting it, and since you only bought like look at how much of the window is still intact, they might not like, if their aim isn't perfect or if they're not pre-firing you, they're probably not going to kill you before you can like put a couple bullets into them. And if your flicks are good, like you could flick straight to that person's head, like if you're holding this tight angle and they're peeking wide, you can flick to their head and then you kill them before they can even shoot you. So this is somewhat common, so it's not the most safe option you have, but it's still pretty good. And if they don't drone you out, this can be like deadly. Like you can get a lot of kills from this. And note that window up there, you can't spawn peek from that anymore. They removed it so that you can't stand on top of the shield. That spawn peek, I'll show you, it's pretty much useless. Like you can't see anything from it. Nothing useful at least. Alright, so this next spawn peek is going to be this window right over here. You simply just break out this left side. You don't need to keep the glass intact. And you can see pretty good. This spawn peak right over here, this is like my go-to spawn peak when I'm spawn peaking construction. This one's very safe, and as I'll show you later, there's like multiple different things they have to look at. So these guys the chances, unless they join you out, the chances of them pre-firing you are very, very slim. Chances of you getting a kill are pretty high too. So this spawn peak right over there, they're going to be running along this wall, and even if they come at this very bottom angle, I like to use like a 3-speed op, which I can zoom in really quick on, and I'll just hold it unaimed, and if I see someone, if I see that person up there, I'm just going to flick up to them and shoot them. So this is really safe, really good, and this is like what I recommend you spawn peek with. Alright, the next spawn peek, you want to just come down here. This is just like a run out, except this time you don't run out, you just hold an angle. Whichever side you want, you can just hold an angle and wait for them to run up. So this one, I mean, I don't really recommend it. It's still, I guess it's kind of safe, but just note that people will be like maybe pre-firing the door. So just watch out for that. Alright, this next spawn peek is going to be in kid's bedroom. Right over here in this bedroom right over here. You want to come to this second window. You want to go down. You want to shoot the second one. Second bolt down. You want to shoot that one panel. And then everything, that window right over there on the other side, that spawn peek I showed you that I recommended, everything you can see from that window, you can also see from this window. And this window, like, no one expects you to peek from kid's bedroom into that spawn. Like, this is an angle I like to hold with an ACOG. This is also a really good, really safe spawn peek. Like, the chances of someone shooting you from here and the chances of you even being droned out here are pretty slim. So this, if your aim is good and you can like tap heads, like I recommend this with an ACOG, but if you can tap heads really well, you can get a lot of kills from this spot and they will not be expecting it. This next spawn peek is in dining hall. If you just want to come down the stairs from where the bedroom is. So right over here, this is actually a little more common. Want to break out the door right here, and you can hold angles and lines of sight all the way down that spawn. Again, people aren't really expecting you to spawn peek from this side of the map. Right? Normally, I'll have an ACOG and I'll break the door completely, and I'll just stand right here ready to shoot someone. And if I hear like, you know, like a 3-speed brain dead Ash running from over here, coming this way, right? I'm gonna hear them coming. So then I'm quickly just going to duck, so that way I'm protected by these. And if I need to, I'll just peek out a little bit and shoot them. So this is actually relatively safe. Just be prepared if someone like is peeking you from all the way down there, with like head peeking you with just their ACOG. So you might not want to hold it at like this head level, you might want to hold it a little lower. The next spawn peek is over here in office or mini tower, small tower, whatever you want to call it. Right, that was the kitchen door right over there that we just peeked from. Now we're going to peek from this window right over here. You can shoot anyone. If you have an ACOG, you can like tap heads again. You can shoot anyone who peeks this little doorway right over here. And if you're in small tower, even if a drone sees you, they'll expect you to peek that junkyard spawn right over there. They will not expect you to peek this. So please, like, even if they join you, you can still probably get this spawn peek done unless they see you break out this window specifically. And even then, you could probably still get it out because they will not know where to pre-aim their cursor to shoot you. Just note that, like, if they see you in here and they come, like, that 3-speed Ash comes right over here and tries to hold an angle on you, like she just sprints over here and she tries to shoot you out, please note that, like, for you to leave this area, you'll have to go through this hallway, and that hallway is exposed to that window, so please note that it is somewhat risky. But other than that, like, especially if you're in casual and you know they're spawning in one area, this is a very good spawn peek. Alright, this next spawn peek is by armory window right over here. That's kid's room right over there, so if you ever get lost, upstairs, right? So this angle right over here, it is like a harder angle. I recommend an ACOG again, just because like they will be sprinting by that area. So you need to like be aiming over here, and the second you see them, you gotta start tapping away. And then a great thing about this spawn peek is you can actually see like deep into that tunnel area, and that is like, this is the only angle that is exposed to, and no one ever expects you to be shot from right over there. They think you're still safe because you're not exposed to the tower windows yet. They think you're safe over there. So this, you can get a lot of damage on it. If you're good, you can get some kills if you can land those headshots. Alright, this next spawn peak is in garage. It is pretty decent. I have seen it a couple times, but like this is the same prison that you can see up there. You have a little more of like space to see them running, and again, if you have an ACOG, you can just tap their heads away or just light them up with body damage. It's not the safest just because that spawn over there, they're gonna come sprinting and they're gonna pre-fire this wall right over there. And if they get your head through that, because if they pre-fire head level, they could clip your head. And if they do drone you out, because this is a common place to have a drone, especially if your objective is downstairs, you'll probably be seen by a drone. So I don't recommend this spawn peak, but like if it's casual and you know no one's spawning over there, they're only gonna spawn over there, then this is a pretty decent spawn peak. Alright, so I want to go back up here real quick and just show you that there is another way they can come out of spawn. If they come out and they go left right away, they'll be coming up this little area. It's not that common, so I don't really recommend holding the spawn peak unless you want to be like super safe. You maybe don't want to risk dying, so you hold this like uncommon angle, right? So this wall right over there, if they're coming up that dirt path, you want to be aiming right over here, and there is another set of stairs up, so you want to just watch out for that. But note that those guys on the other team, they will not be looking your way, because this is, like I said, a very safe and very unused spawn peak, so they won't be looking this way. And the same thing, you can do the same thing over here in Armory itself. You can this is a better angle. You can see like how there's actually stairs there, stairs there. So you can see like their heads coming up, and you can just spray them down. Or if you got like good aim, you don't need an ACOG for this one. If you just got good aim, you like tap them in the head. So this one's also pretty safe, and I do recommend this spawn peak if you want to be safe and maybe you're holding upstairs. I do recommend this one. But like I said, you're definitely not going to get a lot of kills using these two spawn peaks looking in that direction. Alright, real quick, I just want to show you all the angles with a 3 armor with an ACOG. But like, if you want to spawn peek with an ACOG, this is what you should do. So, this first spawn peek, you want to shoot right over there. They're going to be coming from right over there. So you want to run out right when the round starts and shoot just like I did. Second spawn peek, you want to wait a little bit. Wait until you hear them coming, you hear them running up. You come out, and then you shoot them over here. So they're going to be coming like from that direction. And if they're in the sprint animation, you can easily just grab their head. This next spawn peek is over here. This one is pretty common. So you want to run out here, maybe shoot them while they're coming from over there, because their spawn's right over there. Alright, this next spawn peek, like I said, you want to go 1, 2, 3 down and shoot at that tiny little panel, and now you want to hold this wall right over there, because when they're going to be running from down like that. So if you just hold this angle, you can grab their head. And you can break the glass if you want to, like just hit it right away from the beginning, but just it won't look as unbroken. And then, like I said, you can't spawn peek from that one over there. And this one right over here, you want to just be holding it right here and watching coming up from this side of the building. They're just going to be sprinting, and they're probably not going to be checking from where you're at. Please note that like they could come from like that tiny little angle right there, or they could be peeking from all the way out there. So if you're holding this angle like this, you probably shouldn't, because then they might just shoot you from up there. So you want to be holding it unscoped, and then maybe like flick up if you need to. The next peek is over here in kid's bedroom. You want to go over here, go 2 panels down, and then shoot it without breaking the glass. That way it looks as intact as possible. And right over here, you'll just see their heads, so you're gonna have to like tap them off one by one. You can break the glass, like as you saw, like if you miss the first bullet, the glass is gonna get really annoying, so you might just want to break it off from like the get-go. But your aim does have to be pretty decent for this one, but you don't have to worry about them shooting you back, because the chances of them pre-firing this window are very slim. The next spawn peak is over here in mini tower, office, small tower, whatever you want to call it. Or you want to come over here. And again, you can either try to pop heads like that, which isn't as easy, or you can just hold an angle right there. That's a little dirt, little thing they're coming out of. So you might want to aim a little lower and then maybe move up if you see them climbing. There's also this spawn peak in kitchen, right? You're going to be holding the same angle from right there. And if you do hear like a 3-speed Ash, just like running and trying to sprint this way, you can simply just run out and just shoot them. Or you could just simply just chill right here and just wait for them to peek, and you'll be safe with these garbage cans. The next spawn peak is over here by Armory window. So this one you can just aim right over there. They're going to be running right over there. They're not going to expect the spawn peak. This is honestly my go-to one. This is really recommended, and it is pretty safe. And then they could either peek out from there or right over there. They're probably going to peek up from there first, and then maybe there second. And then if you want to hold them coming up the other angle, like there's stairs right behind that little metal pillar. So if you want to take off their heads, and the same thing, you can see there's stairs there too. So if you want to aim this way, you can, and they will not be expecting the spawn peak again. Most people don't even realize you can be spawn peak coming up that way. Same thing, you can hold the angle from right over here. As you can see, it's a little better. You can see their bodies when they're actually coming up, not just their heads. So you can like spray them down if you need to. Same with here, you can take off their heads. This next spawn peak is down here, right over here, pretty safe. You won't really be shot. You can't, unless someone like sprints up from over there, they won't see you. But if you back up just a little bit, you'll be fine from taking off heads from right over there. So right now I'm just gonna do a quick rundown is what to do when you spawn, what to check to make sure you're safe. And this is like without droning out of spawn. So what you want to do first, grab that camera, hold this angle right over there, wait a couple seconds, and you want to be by this wall, that way you can't be shot by a spawn peak from over there. You just want to quickly run up, hold that angle, see if anyone runs out. If no one does run out, here's where it gets tricky. Now you have to check this spawn peak right over there, right? All while making sure you don't get shot from over there. Right, and then now as you peek here, you want to check that real quick. Then you want to go over there, want to check that door, all while making sure that no one peeked from there late. Want to check that door. And this is why I said that when you come up here, you want to check that, check that. This is why I said that this spawn peak is probably the best spawn peak. Because when they peek around this corner, right, they have to check this window, this door, and this window all at the same time. So they are going to get overwhelmed. That's why if you're coming up and you're on attack, just quickly just throw a Joan and just check real quick. Simple as that, and that way you don't get shot when you're coming out. That's why I recommend that spawn peak and that spawn peak, because it's like people are not going to expect it whatsoever, and most people are going to be like shooting at that, pre-firing this door right over here. So that window and that window, really good options. And again, like I said, like as you saw, I forgot like to check for that, because you can when you're all the way down here, you can be shot by that door over there, and you don't really expect it. So that's why, and same with that window. That window, like you will almost never see anyone peek from that. That's why I recommend those two also, because you just won't see them, which is why they're so good. And then now I'll show you coming the other way. Alright, so if you're coming from this way, right, let's say you spawn, you check that spawn peak, now you're running up this way. Now what you want to do is, well, first you want to check that, because I never come this way, so, but first you want to check that real quick, then you want to check that window real quick, and then you're good to go, and then maybe you can check that as you come up. But like, when people spawn over here, they will not expect to be shot. They'll just quickly just run up just like that, and then boom, their head gets taken off from over there. They'll be like, what the hell? So that, I think that, yeah, that is every single spawn peak I showed you for the construction site. and I will show you the other two spawns in a different video, just because this video is about to be hella long. Alright, see you guys later.